Hello, everybody. Welcome to Torment! Tides of Numenera. Let's talk to Crooked Queek. Let's Weedle. Weedle? What? That's not right. Hello? Baranoff, Weedle. Okay. There's a new guy here we have to talk to. Apparently, I didn't see him last time. Let's talk to Crooked Queek. Before I do so, I have to say, I enjoy that this game doesn't have much sound right now because I don't have to wear my headphones. I fucking hate wearing headphones so much. And you kind of have to do it a lot when you're recording. Just throwing that out there. Oh my god, is this just like a phantom stick that's fishing? That's awesome. A small, hollow-cheeked mutant sings a soft, wavering tune to herself. Yellow bruises discolor her skin. Wounds form not from violence, but from malnutrition. And her prominent bones bend and twist at odd angles. Still, she smiles. She smiles at the oily water, devoid of any fish. She smiles as she arranges her empty basket beside her, and she smiles at you when she sees you standing over her. A little bit of lag there.
Hello, I'm Crooked Queek of the Cold Canyon tribe. I haven't seen you down here before. I hope you're not here to fish. They're nibbling instead of biting today.
She coughs into her cupped hands, a raw and ragged hacking that bends her double. You take her for a child at first, but after studying her features, it's clear she's in her late teens. It's only some mutation, and her bony stature, born of starvation, that makes her seem childlike. Your real name is Crooked Queek?
Sort of. My parents called me Queek, but the nickname came later.
She hunches over, her eyes darting shadily from side to side.
It's because I sell junk for high prices and bribe the levies to carry people off in the night.
She laughs.
No, not really. People call me Crooked because I look twisted and broken.
Scan thoughts. I wish they wouldn't, but it's okay. I am Crooked, right? See, I knew Crooked Queek would be cool. Don't you mind that people call you Crooked?
Not really. I can't call them liars, can I?
She smiles, but it's not the radiant thing you saw before. Are you sure you don't mind?
I do, she admits softly. But I won't be less crooked if they stop.
That was kind of cruel of me to keep, poking there, wasn't it? I thought maybe they would open up a set of, maybe you could help her out somehow, but it doesn't seem that way. You said you're part of the Cold Canyon tribe. Are they down here, too?
No, she says lightly. They're all gone. Either dead or gone.
She still isn't meeting your eyes.
There used to be a lot of us. We came here when I was a baby, running from...
She pauses, thinking.
A war. Some sort of war that never ends. My parents thought we would be safe here, but the tribe died off one by one.
She turns away, wiping her eyes.
This city is hard on people like us.
How is the city hard on your tribe?
They were used to living in the wilderness, so they knew what they could eat safely. Here, it's not so simple. My mother told me that 10 people died eating tainted food before we found this fishing hole.
She stares into the murky water.
Then there's the diseases you can catch in the city, and the hate. A lot of us were killed just for being hard to look at, I guess.
Oh, so were they all, fucked up? Is it hard for you to survive here, or as it was for your people? You said everyone in your tribe was dead?
Not everyone,
she says with a brave little smile.
I'm here, and some of us just left for better places. I bet they're doing really well.
I feel like she's the type of person who would actually say,
I bet they're doing swell.
Is it as hard for you to survive here as it was for your people?
No, she says, smiling. I don't have a lot to eat, but I'm more resistant to sickness than my parents were. And people here know me. They leave me alone.
Why do you think the fish aren't biting?
The fish down here are pretty fast and smart. They're nibbling at the bait, then swimming away.
She watches the line with a combination of hunger and wariness.
It's hard for me not to get to the pole in time when the rod twitches, and harder to reel in the catch. I'm not very strong.
Can I try fishing with your gear?
You're welcome to it, she says. Only if you do find something, could you share?
She trails off, blushing.
Never mind. Company is better than a scrawny fish.
Jeez. Again, everyone here is like so fucking pleasant. What's with the like, I know she's crooked Queek and she's fucked up, but what's with her legs right here? That doesn't like look like in any case. Let's click on this pole for some reason. Examine the line. You try flicking the shining string and your finger goes through it.
Could you try catching something for me? I've had no luck today. Besides, everything down here is pretty much stronger than me.
Let's try it out. You pull on the line, and something in the dark below pulls back. You press your lips together and reel in your catch. A muddy cipher dangles from the end of the line.
It's beautiful, Crooked Queek breathes. I was just hoping for fish. I can sell it and eat for weeks.
Wow. A muddy cipher. Oh, a cipher. Got it. You pass the cipher to her, and she squinches her eyes shut in unmitigated joy.
Thank you. Use my fishing pole whenever you want.
Tug on the line. You take hold of the fishing rod and begin reeling in the line. But nothing is on the hook. You might have better luck tomorrow. Okay, so it's something we can come back and check, I guess. Okay, we got gold dilly bobbers. Tides. Okay, guess we're not getting anything out of this. So an interesting person to talk to, but clicked off the screen. But what I was saying was, an interesting person to talk to, and it gives you atmosphere, but again, I'm not feeling too immersed in this game, and I don't really... Part of it is like, we have our tasks, but I don't feel too connected to them. And at the same time, the people aren't super realistic, but they're interesting. Like, I don't know how to describe it, I guess. See, like, I bet this person's going to say some interesting things to me and tell me about her place in the world, and then I'll just go on my way, and I'll be like, okay, cool. This large and heavily muscled woman wears what appear to be rags that should have fallen apart ages ago. She looks so tired that it wouldn't be a surprise if she fell asleep on her feet. And yet, when she opens her mouth, her voice is energetic, like a little girl who's about to get a present. I just did the little girl voice, or the best one I could do with Crooked Queek.
Hello!
Nope. See? That's the same one.
Can anyone hear what I'm saying? I can't make this work!
Without warning, she wheels around and punches a crater in the wall.
Oh no. I hope no one saw that.
Oddly, no thoughts at all come from this woman. At least you think she has none. There's a faint whispering at the edge of your hearing, but you can't make out any words. Who are you?
Are you talking to me?
Her head swivels awkwardly around, trying to catch a glimpse of you.
Oh, you are. My name is Vernoth, champion of the wastes.
The woman flinches at the sound of the very different booming voice that came from her own mouth. Oh, booming.
That's not my name, you stupid thing. It's
Vernoth, champion of the wastes.
Damn! I come from
a land you've never heard of.
Damn it! I guess I'm not allowed to say.
You're controlling a construct, so you aren't Vernoth? You aren't in control of your body, are you? You're controlling a construct, aren't you? That's not a real body. Bah! Don't be ridiculous! The other woman shouts.
You've got it!
The girl says a second later.
It keeps yelling over me if I talk about something I'm not supposed to,
she says, lowering her voice.
But maybe if I speak carefully.
Her chin drops to her chest.
My family explores the world using
special tools. The body stabs itself with its finger pointedly.
But they tell me I'm too young to help, so I waited until everyone was sleeping and,
The head lolls back on its neck, winking at the roof of the cavern.
Are you an explorer too?
Okay, so a little girl snuck into her parents' thing and took control of this this construct's body. But it has like some block on it so that she can't reveal any personal information. I am, but not like you.
Oh, she says. For some reason, I thought you were a
champion of the waste too.
Damn it! I did it again, didn't I? Just don't tell anyone what I am, alright?
What do your people explore?
Our impenetrable fortress in a lost valley is falling apart. I think we should just go out into the world for real. But no, my family is afraid.
The fingers on the woman's right hand wiggle like they're playing an instrument. Her dead expression doesn't change, even as the girl's voice rises.
I'm not, of course, but they won't even let me use this thing. I have to sneak around, like a child!
What can that construct do?
Well, it's really hard to break. My mother, that's who usually controls it, once got stepped on by an adult earthshaker. It just stuck her in the ground like a nail.
The woman flexes a massive bicep.
Am I flexing?
The girl says.
I'm trying to flex. Anyway, it's also incredibly strong. Punch holes in mountains strong.
The arm flaps back to her hip.
And it's not really a construct. There's no metal inside. She has blood, bones, perfect human expressions. Not that you can tell that from how I do it.
The girl adds sourly. The woman's face grimaces along with her. Who are you again? Okay. Where did you get the construct?
I was born in a storm on a battlefield at night,
the woman roars.
Huh,
the girl says after a respectful silence.
She really doesn't want me to tell you what I just tried to tell you.
You can't tell me anything?
Seeds,
the girl blurts.
Oh, she let me say it, but I probably won't get away with more. Sorry.
Seeds? Okay, whatever. So see, we talked to her, she told us some interesting shit, and it has no bearing on anything that I'm doing. And I don't remember. Maybe these games, I just haven't really played them for so long, and I haven't really... Like, I tried playing Pillars of Eternity and Wasteland 2, and I was really excited for those games, and I bounced off those games, like, within hours. I played this game longer than I played either of those games. Maybe not Pillars of Eternity. I made it decently far there, but I just was not interested. And I've been meaning to go back and play it and record it, actually, because I have more fun when I'm recording these texts with a lot of text, because when I'm just reading it silently, I tend to like skip them. But obviously, if I'm reading out loud, I can't really skip around, and it makes me focus a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not sold on its greatness, I guess, is all I'm just nitpicking. It's not really a negative on this game, but I want something amazing. I want something to blow my mind with these old school RPG games like they used to in the past. This young man has a bruised cheek and a number of nasty-looking daggers tucked into sheaths along his belt. Despite his rough appearance, he nods at you with a wary good humor. Don't know you. What tunnel you from? Then his eyes find your tattoo. Ah, never mind. Your kind doesn't live down here, do you? No offense. What do you mean, my kind? You know, he says, shrugging. Cast-offs, godlings, children of the changing god. Tattoo's a bit of a giveaway. Like I said, no offense. He shakes his head. Can't be easy, though, can it? Living in that shadow? Who are you? Name's Weedle. I work for Folsom, the man who runs things down here. He has us patrol the place, keep an ear out for problems. He spreads his hands. And that's why we're chatting. Some muttering, hooded carker in robes has been following people home. So here I am, glaring at everyone wearing anything longer than a skirt. Scan thoughts. Folsom's fussing over nothing. It'll blow over by the time I wake up tomorrow. I assume this is the murderer we heard about and that I was interested in, but was not able to expand on further. Didn't I have more money than this, by the way? I thought I had, like, a ton for some reason. Well, whatever. Who are you looking for again? Okay. So, nothing to be had there. Let's make one more visit before we go visit those, what were they, the Dan or something like that? We're going to talk to old Allie here. See what he has to say to us. Oh, it's you. Reconsidered leaving me here then? Do you know Michilla? I bought some materials from her, but I wouldn't call her a close friend. I don't remember his voice, by the way. I think that's what it was. What can you tell me about this place? It's the underbelly. A good place to work if you value your privacy. Some fascinating finds down here, and good people. Well, maybe not so good, but people trying to make a more or less honest living. Why did you choose to come here? Order of Truth didn't feel it necessary to indulge me anymore, so I packed up and came down here. More to my liking anyways. At least you can see the people who want to stab you here. Alright, Allegern, that was really boring. Go fuck yourself. With your boringness. I thought he'd have a little bit more to say to me. Since we're old pals. Not really. We knew each other for, what, like 5 minutes? Clicked off the screen yet again. That's so annoying. Multiple monitors. Sometimes they're just not worth the fucking pain. What is this? The... oh, damn it. What are they called? Dendras are here. Alright, let's do it. This is going to be interesting. At least. I don't remember. There was some dude here. I think it might have been a cast-off of some kind. But I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's see what's up. We got Gaze, Kiyatawa, Mallet, and Imdu. Oh, this is much smaller. I was expecting like a big like thing going down here. Alright, so I'll talk to everybody then before I end this episode. Might go a little longer, I'm not sure. Depends on how much they have to say. This short, squat woman rakes absently at the swollen red tattoos decorating her pale, naked scalp. Her claws draw blood, but she doesn't seem to notice. Her head jerks up at the sound of your footsteps, and her too large mouth widens in a sharp-toothed smile.
We greet you, Tinderling. Yes, we honor your arrival.
Her eyes rove over your body hungrily. Ooh. You know, I'm not really for, like, big old snake mouth people, but, you know, if maybe I'll consider it. I don't know.
What brings you to the Dendras here? What do you wish to share with us?
Her gray and pointed tongue swipes at the ritual scarring around her lips, leaving a glistening sheet of saliva. I have some questions about the Dendras here.
No,
she chuckles, then covers her mouth with the barbed claw.
No, we are not the voice of the Dendras here, Tinderling. Speak with our leader in Bitu instead. Savor his words and drink of his thoughts.
She gestures extravagantly in the direction of an elderly man standing nearby, as though introducing a prince. You don't want to tell me about the Dendras here?
Want? We do not speak of want, Tinderling. We do not deserve to tell you.
She smiles.
In Bitu is our voice.
Well, who are you?
We are Gaze of the...
She pauses.
You may not know the word, but we come from another world. A heavier one. More rocks and less life.
Lore mystical. She rubs her tattoos, drawing your attention to them once more. They are more than decorative. Their shape and placement indicate familial or tribal ties. I do not know why I had such a hard time with that word. Are those clan tattoos or family? Her massive grin nearly splits her face.
Both,
she says.
We mark ourselves for each body we consume, like twigs sprouting from a branch. Everyone in our world is family. Everyone is food. Our world is not like yours, she says. It is not so rich. There are no animals. No, she pauses, frowning. Vegetables? None of those. The only fresh is our flesh.
She sighs.
But we are blessed. When we eat bodies, nothing is left except the corpse. The soul is preserved.
She spreads her hand.
The dead one becomes part of us. It becomes...
The word is vegetables?
Yes,
she says, raising an eyebrow.
It does not matter. We do not eat things grown in dirt.
She shrugs.
And this is not why we are here. We heard rumors of the Dendras are magic,
she says, concentrating. Your language's tenses clearly give her trouble.
It does not stop at the soul. It pulls memories from dead flesh and soaks them into the mind.
She gives you a rapturous smile.
So we came through a portal in the bloom to learn this magic. We found our way to Sagas. We ask to join.
She sighs.
Now the portal is gone here, but we will make another in time.
How many bodies have you eaten?
We do not share this, she chuckles. We prefer our feast to be private, but many, we find our feast on our own.
Alright, that was interesting. Kiyatawa, Mallet. Alright, we'll talk to NB2 last. This woman watches you, measuring every step, every twitch of your hands, and yet there is no fear in her. Iron lines her spine and presses her mouth into a thin, even line. You take a wrong turn, she says, studying the nails on her right hand. Don't see many people down here for the light arc, the company. She steals a cautious glance at the hulking cultist nearby, then returns her gaze to you. You want something? How long have you been a Dendra?
Long enough, she says. Thought I'd found a place I belonged. Guess I was wrong.
She falls silent. Scan thoughts. How many false families until I find my true one? Why don't you feel you belong here? She excels, crushing her eyelids shut. Never mind, I shouldn't have said anything. What's bothering you, pal?
Nothing. No offense, but I don't know you at all. Leave me alone, alright?
Hey, come on. Fine. Mallet, what's up, brother? Brother Mallet. The burly man sneers at you, flexing massive scarred hands that could easily encircle your throat. His tongue probes his stained, sharpened teeth, and a short, blood-stained club swings from a hook at his waist. So what you doing down here, shoal meat? He says, playing in the dark. Have you been part of the Dendro here for long? No, not long, he says. What sort of work did you do before? I broke stuff, he says, his eyes gleaming with dull humor. Not much for conversation, are you? Way I see it, he drawls, is I don't know you. You ain't done anything for me, and we got nothing to talk about. Not now, anyway. He crosses his arms. So why should we? You'll open up if we have something to talk about. Oh yeah, you won't be able to shut me up. Tell me about Dendra. Don't have to tell you nothing, he says, snorting. You ain't one of us. You ain't nobody. Wouldn't say you had to. I just asked. He jerks his chin at the elderly man who stands nearby. You want a tour? You talk to him, Bidu. I'm busy. I'll do that. I already know he's in charge, so. Imbidu, have something interesting to say, please. Ah, welcome back. I see you are still on your feet. You notice he seems disappointed about this, despite his feverish cheer. A sculptor told me that your people may have found a man killed by a strange creature. Ah, that's what it was. Yes, he says. I believe I know the poor man. Dry as a leaf, hollow as an eggshell. Barely any mind left in there at all. He clucks his tongue. Inspect him at your leisure. He's the one with the charred skin on his brow. Huh? Now, I don't know much more about him, he says, chuckling. Though I can assure you we plumb the depths of his mind and body for answers. But I seem to recall seeing him before. Possibly not through my eyes, mind you. In Cliff's Edge. He was coming out of a building near the Chiyugurgetchikabul parlor. Tell me about your cult. We worship the great Queen Sarlavan, Lady of Maggots, Goddess of Entropy, and Guardian of the Empty Barrier, he says, then pauses, tapping a muddy tooth thoughtfully. Although worship is the wrong word, perhaps. He points to the altar nearby. It displays a skull with flat, unforgiving eyes buried in its hollow sockets. She waits on the other side of death with her billions of squirming children. They devour whatever passes into their realm. And rightfully so. Everyone must eat. His eyes twinkle fondly. But whatever she and her children eat is lost forever. And so the Dendro here work to preserve the minds and the mysteries of mortals before death claims them. We hold their shrill little thoughts in our minds and let them tumble around as they will. He shivers. It feels marvelous. Oh, yeah. I have some questions about you dum-dums. What is the purpose? What does your cult name mean? How long have they existed? How do you preserve humanity's knowledge? Oh, I thought everyone knew that, he says, surprised. We eat the flesh and organs of corpses to assimilate their minds. Then He trails off, noticing your expression. What? Nothing. I am grateful to you. Humanity's greatest achievement shouldn't be forgotten. Ah, he says, his hollow cheeks flushing. That's very kind of you to say. At any rate, we scour the streets for bodies left unclaimed. We bring them here and lay them upon the biers. His sweeping hand directs your attention to the still shrouded figures lying about the chamber. When a body is ripe with unplucked secrets, we gather about it and taste it together. Oh, yes. Let a lifetime of thoughts flit around ours like little fish. All of this seems unlikely to me at best. Oh, no, he says, giggling. The process is quite flawless and works very well. He gingerly pats his bony chest. I'm living proof. Alright, I want to go check out this other shit. Let's check out this. The corpse of an elderly man lies under the shroud. Okay, not interested. This corpse is in a wretched state, its head and limbs crushed to a pulp. Ah, here we go. A strong aroma of charred flesh rises from the dingy cloth over this corpse, the shroud. You carefully move the shroud to the side. There's no way around it. This dead man was a cast-off, and it would be hard for him to be deader. His flesh is papery, desiccated. His tattoo, or rather the charred remains of it, has burned through his skin and into the bone beneath. And, of course, there is the matter of his charred eye sockets and his horrified, gaping mouth. Parts of the corpse are missing, remnants of an aborted Dendra feast. You aren't surprised they stopped. Touch the tattoo. The last thing you remember before your fingertip graces the tattoo is a rising buzz. Time stutters and breaks. Panting softly, you awaken, leaning against the bier for support. Your arm burns, your temples throb, and white static claws at the corners of your vision. Someone was screaming in that lightless, timeless void. You remember that much, but it wasn't you. None of the Dendra are looking your way. Okay, what did I actually... Addendum added, the sorrow's prey. What did I actually accomplish there? The sorrow's prey. Investigate the victim's house and cliff's edge. Search for the sorrow's latest victim. Okay, so we have to go to his house apparently. I don't think there's anything else here for us. Okay, I think that'll do it. Next time we will, I guess, go check out that house. And maybe that'll be what like really gets me into this game, is following this mysterious thread that's not... It doesn't seem... Because the sorrow is probably going to be like the main thing that's coming after us for a long period of time at least. So I don't think this quest line is going to just end really soon like the other ones we have done. So maybe this will be what like gets me going, investigating and finding out what murdered this dude, how it murdered him. That's all interesting shit. So we'll do that next time, hopefully, if I don't get distracted right away. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye.